on Peter Lake.
And where are you from, Peter Lake?
A boat.
A boat?
Yeah. I never knew my parents' boat washed off the shore in Brooklyn. So I was told.
And you steal things?
I do steal things, yeah, from time to time. It wasn't always that way, though. I always wanted to be a mechanic. You know, I always had a knack for fixing things. Getting to the insides of things.
Like safes?
Well, that's how it ended up anyways.
That was a clip from A New York Winter's Tale, and I'm delighted to be joined by the star of the film, Colin Farrell. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Edith. How's it going?
Very well, thank you very much. I kind of want to get your take on the film and what you describe it as, how you describe the film.
I describe the film as it's very much in the vein of a fairy tale that's set in a real and recognisable world, but the film is kind of a love letter to both the kind of tragic impermanence of life, but then the transcendent permanence of love. The idea that love survives loss, and the idea that love transcends time, and that was kind of Akiva, the writer-director's intention. And he wrote this script when he was going through a very tough period of his life, when he was mourning the passing of his wife, and he threw himself into the writing of this script. So I think it's why, I think it's one of the reasons why the script is so unapologetically sentimental and sweet, was because it really was a kind of a bridge for him to travel across while he was going through this period of his life.
Well, there is something, I mean, I don't know if you agree, but I think there's something incredibly infectious and attractive about an old romantic as well. Yeah. Which is what your character is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. But he's someone that has lived quite a difficult life, and has spent most of his years, starting off his life as an orphan, has spent most of his days either alone or aligning himself with people that will help him in just his quest to exist and survive. But I don't think he's aware of his own aloneness, and I don't think he's aware of his own sweetness until he comes in contact with this woman who sadly is dying of consumption and hasn't got long left to live, but in the short amount of time they spend together exposes him to the best aspects of himself that he never even knew existed.
Do you believe in that notion of that kind of instant, deep kind of attraction that you can...
Attraction, yes. Love, I don't know. I think love maybe is, is it's something that grows over time, maybe. I hear. Haven't stayed around long enough to find out, sadly. But I mean, from meeting people and having people in my lives, whether it's grandparents or parents of friends of mine, whose love has survived and has deepened and become more rich over time. I know that, like, when people say monogamy's not, monogamy's unnatural and it's not what we're... Yeah, cool, I get it, whatever you need to say to justify your own behaviour, but what is natural? I don't know. It's all to do with choice, it seems, at the end of the day, and some people are capable of making choices to stay in and to work through it, but I do believe in kind of the deep burning desire to be with someone on first meeting, and then it can go pear-shaped sometimes after that.
Can we talk a bit about your co-stars in the film? And I mean, Russell Crowe, I'm assuming that when you looked at the script and saw how many fight scenes there were involved with Russell Crowe, you're like, come on. Yeah.
Where's me jockstrap? Where's me cup?
If there's
I'm not trusting him.
anyone who could be intimidated in a fight scene, I imagine it'd be
Russell's tough. He's tough. He's a strong man.
Don't hit me so hard.
Seriously, yeah. Ow! No, Russell is really, he's strong man, and he's well versed in stage fights. So he choreographed most of the fight, which is why I think I got such an arse lick. I mean, in the script, he did beat me, but I don't know if he beat me that severely.
You can hold your own. Come on.
I can hold my own in the world of make believe. Who can't? But I had a blast working with Russell. I wish I had got the chance to work more with him. Because from the days of Romper Stomper on, I mean, I've loved his work. That I would have loved to have had more dialogue scenes with his character, with him. And William Hurt, I had an amazing time. The couple of scenes I got to do with Bill Hurt were just so much fun for me as an actor. And Eva Marie Saints, as I said, she was a dream to work with. And then Jessica she's just so cool, man. Yeah.
Easy?
She's the easiest. Like the easiest ever. I'm not even joking. She's just so cool. She's so laid back and so unactory and just a really, really cool chick. And
well, when you say easy, what does that mean in terms of?
Well, it's just
is it a
no
natural
games.
Chemistry? Is it
just no games, no status, and just completely. I want to say selfless. Doesn't seem right, but unselfish. you know, just there to serve, understands as an actor you're there not only to serve your character, but your character has to serve a greater purpose, which is the story. And she was just a lot of fun. She's really goofy and a lot of fun to be around.
Need that on set, don't you?
Yeah, and then in the film she's luminescent. I mean, she's just a wonderful actress and all that other stuff, but it's kind of more important sometimes to have fun with the person you're working with.
Will Smith as well.
Yeah.
A brilliant piece of casting.
Right.
Really unexpected and kind of left field for what you'd expect, but you know, and he's not in it that much, but kind of makes a mark.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, he's he's got a presence. He'll do okay.
Yeah.
that William Smith will work. Yeah, no, he was. I think him and Akiva have been friends for years. I think Will was maybe Akiva's best man at his wedding, but really cool casting. Yeah, and Will was great in it, and just to see him and Russell do that scene together was pretty cool.
Yeah. I read a really interesting thing that you said that I just thought was brilliant, where you said you feel like there's more space in you now.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to ask you about that, if that's all right, because I just thought that's brilliant. Does that then allow you to, I don't know, throw more into your roles, or what does that mean?
What did I mean when I said that? With more space in me, I just think that I just cleaned up my house a little bit. You know what I mean? I just literally, I don't have to step over so much shit to get to the kitchen now, maybe, you know, and so that means that I can wander to the kitchen and meander to the kitchen at my will. But I just, I suppose the way things happened for me from the start of this whole acting thing, it all happened very fast, so quick that I was inevitably left with big questions of like, why me, and I don't deserve it, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And those kind of questions, I'm not saying they're valid or invalid, but they can be burdensome. And I don't know why anything. I mean, you can be analytical about a person's social origins, and you can look at their family environment, and you can go, okay, nature, nurture, and all that stuff. But you can see what the nurture may have been, and then you wonder how the nature may have influenced that, or vice versa. But at the end of the day, I don't deserve the good fortune that I've had, but that doesn't mean that I don't not deserve it. There is no deserving or not deserving. You know, it's certainly easier to assign undeservedness to somebody who's really good that has bad things happen to them. But you know, it's just for whatever reason I found myself where I found myself at various stages in my life, and acceptance of that, and not attaching myself to having to find answers to why things have happened the way they have, has freed me up in some way, and I think that just allows for a greater level of creativity in my life anyway.
Yeah. And do you think because of that it's changed what you look for in a role?
I think just age, getting on in years. I you know.
You're so ancient.
I feel it. I don't know how I did so many films with guns and stuff. I hate them. I can't stand them.
7 Psychopaths.
That was fun.
That was a great film.
That was fun. Martin's funny.
That's a great film.
Thank you. Martin's such a good writer. God, he's so good. And the cast in that was wicked, man.
So now you're just looking for roles without guns?
It sounds so, but kind of. Yeah, I've kind of sworn off guns. I have a support group that I go to. You know, I'm now 214 days sober without a gun. Yeah. But
My hand feels a little bit like it doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, it doesn't know what to do. Yeah, absolutely. The attachment that it had. I have to find other things to do, like bowling. Darts and stuff. Yeah, but I don't know what I want to do. I mean, as far as the kinds of films, if I do look back, and I don't, but if someone draws my attention to it, I see that I've done quite an eclectic, not good or bad, but just different kind of sensibilities of films and characters through the years. But I wouldn't mind doing a bit of comedy now. I mean, I've done some heavy stuff in the last. Yeah, that was fun.
Great kind of tone of comedy.
Yeah, the tone of that was so specific. I mean, Martin's just, again, such a brilliant writer, and can kind of mix, you know, comedy and tragedy like very few.
And congratulations on Mr. Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh, yeah.
Great film.
Ah, thanks.
Am I right in thinking that you weren't really kind of up on Mary Poppins prior to that?
I never got up on Mary Poppins. What are you talking about?
Spoonful of sugar?
Oh, yeah, makes the medicine go down. I did. I mean, I was more of a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory kind of fella. Yeah, I was more into
There's the dark
everlasting
side
gobstoppers and fizzy lifting drinks rather than spoonfuls of sugar and flying umbrellas and things. Yeah, the dark side again. The coexistence of dark and light. But the book, Mary Poppins, was a lot darker than the film.
Yeah.
But maybe there was just too much singing and dancing in it for me.
But great element to that film, I thought, in terms of, that's, everyone expects this thing when Mary Poppins is referred to.
Yeah.
Just looking back on the...
I thought it was lovely, and I remember like some of the criticism of the film, and there wasn't that much criticism of the film. It seemed to garner a really positive response from most people. Some people were like, they didn't go into the making of the film enough, and it wasn't really about that, and it's not really about Mary Poppins. It's just about human beings and how, everything that takes place and what we witness and what we're around in our formative years really forms and shapes us and echoes throughout the years for the rest of our lives. And of course how the creative process that people do expunge or people do kind of exercise certain demons through the creative process as well, but just about all of us really, and how we're all formed by past experience.
Always a pleasure chatting
you
to you.
too, Edith. Yeah,
really nice
big time.
To
great
chat
to see you. Love.
Cheers.
See you all.